the tweet that we've been looking at says Julian Assange will be expelled within hours to days using the hashtag INA Papers offshore scandal as a pretext, and that it already has an agreement with the UK for his arrest. Now, one source is in fact denying that expulsion is going to happen. They quote an Ecuadorian senior official that says no decision has been made to expel him from the embassy. Now, we know that UK authorities are also standing by to arrest him after claims Assange has violated conditions of his asylum. And I should go back and tell you about these papers that the tweet's referring to. They are documents which have implicated the Ecuadorian president, President Moreno, in a corruption scandal. And that centres on claims the president is in fact trying to sell Julian Assange in a way to the United States so that he has an exchange, a release from United States debt. Of course, the United States are very interested in Assange. They have been for years because of his role in publishing documents relating to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And as I say, the UK authorities are standing by to arrest him in the event that he is expelled. Of course, we don't yet know quite when or if that's going to happen. Certainly the protesters that were here this morning have now moved on, although we've got the world's media still arriving, so we wait to see what the day has in store for us.
Thanks, Victoria. Outside the Ecuadorian embassy in London. Now, Julian Assange is no stranger to controversy, so to tell us a little bit more about him, I'm joined in the studio by our journalist, Isabel Kumar. Let's take a little bit of a step back. You know, who is the man, Julian Assange?
How long have you got, Rosie? No, look, for some people, he's a hero who's fought to bring the truth to light. For others, he's very dangerous because he's been putting sensitive information in the public domain. But look, let's go back. 1971, he was born in Australia. His parents ran a small theatre touring company, so he led a bit of a rootless life, but he excelled in maths, and I guess the advent of the internet allowed him really to exploit those skills. He went to Melbourne University where he studied maths, and then in 1995 he faced his first brush with the law, where he set up with some other leakers and he was he was convicted of hacking then, and he faced a small fine and was told not to get involved in these activities again. Well, in 2006, with some like-minded people, he set up WikiLeaks, and I guess the rest is history.
Yeah, and remind us now, why is it now it's so controversial?
Yeah, he's been a really controversial figure. So I suppose the seminal moment for WikiLeaks was back in 2010. And at that point, it published a video that allegedly showed US soldiers shooting at Iraqi civilians and shooting them dead. At the same time, WikiLeaks published a whole tranche of very sensitive information, again, to do with the Iraq and Afghan wars, and also some sensitive US intelligence information. So that certainly didn't make him any friends in high places at all. But things began to get very tricky for Assange also in 2010, where he faced a rape allegation, allegations that he's always denied, but there were demands for him to be extradited to Sweden, where this alleged assault had taken place. Now, he was in court in the UK about this. In 2012, he lost a case at the Supreme Court, thinking he was then going to face extradition. He knocked on the Ecuadorian embassy, went in, and he has been held there since then, but despite of his own volition, he's been staying there. But so in 2016, so a lot of dates here, I'm sorry, but in 2016, WikiLeaks was involved in yet another scandal. This is when Assange was still in the embassy, and this was to do with emails that were released during the US presidential election, which apparently helped Donald Trump to the detriment of presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton.